in the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today on EA Sports, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 66 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a second down throw for Love here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Love from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Pratt. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Garner. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. From the gun, Garner flushed out right. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and goal at the 1. Operating from the gun. Garner. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Garner. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd down. Love. Throwing for his running back. He's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love now. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Love give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now. It's Hopkins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and inches.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got the completion to Strong. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 2nd
and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, Love once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Number 80.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago.
4th down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Seahawks 7. Bears
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on that,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On first down, Garner. It's complete to Parker, left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to air one out.
At the 30-yard line.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Garner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Garner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Scrimmage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, Garner going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive first and 10. Operating from the gun. Garner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Garner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Number 25. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Garner. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson.
The pass.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 4th.
On 4th down, Garner. And it's caught by Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of, until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. It's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start the half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Hopkins. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hopkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throw left side complete. That's Parker.
Complete to number
That
18.
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drive rate's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Garner steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
The kicker on.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Take it in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle defense getting set to go. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit,
Yeah.
right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Love. Strong grabs it over the middle. Love 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Bears.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for the Chicago touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a bit closer.
The previous play is under
You got to
review.
figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score
Point
Seahawks.
after, right down the middle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe.
There he goes, left side. All the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now look at this, big game, Buffalo. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Garner, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 32-yard
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
To number 29.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
To the air again, Love. Caught left side, Hopkins. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at spot time. In the rated front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof. I should know, wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool.